Good morning. Good morning. It's Laura here from B. I am live with you from my very chilly garden this morning. Who would have thought? Now, I've got a few visitors. We've got Daisy the cat who's decided to join us, and down here, Milks. Where are you? Where are you? You going to say hello? We've got Milky as well. So we've got double whammy. They're both very excited that I'm back doing meditations after the summer. If this is the first time you're joining me, I do these live meditations every Monday morning at 9 a.m. Rain or shine, usually I'm outside, and we often have a beautiful soundtrack of bird song. So join me, mark your calendar, set a reminder, come and join me. And you can join me in the Zoom room too. So hello over there in the Zoom room. If you want to be able to engage with me here live, and if you're part of my membership, then you can see me there all the time too. So today. Well, it is September and at school or not. Hang on a second, my dog's just nicked a shoe. Milks, come here. Come here. Sorry, this is what life's like, isn't it, right? Come here. Come here. What are you doing? Look at this. You've got a shoe. She's nicked a shoe and run off with it. Honestly, stop. So this is life, isn't it? That things happen and it can be really hard. I find September is almost like a second January. Even if you haven't got school routines, there's something about this time of year where it's like we're poised. And it's either going to be this acceleration and this momentum that starts, or it's this feeling of sluggishness, like we can't quite get our mojo back after the summer. And either way, it can start to feel overwhelming really quickly. And so part of the reason that we meditate is, yes, sometimes it can feel relaxing and calming, which is great. But actually, more importantly, it's about us being able to become really aware of what we're experiencing. And you might think, well, what's the point of how does that actually help me? Well, often, particularly if we are, stuck in our heads or we are in busy doing mode, either option really, we can end up, acting from a place of autopilot, and we're not able to consciously create the reality that we're living. We're not able to actually stop, think about what do I need, what's going to serve me. And so this process of stopping, it's partly to bring our attention here, to train our mind, this is where I want to be. So that when distractions come, when that relentless life starts to happen, there's a sense of being grounded, of being able to make decisions rather than being kind of pushed around by the things that happen. But also it gives you that chance to really just center yourself. So this morning, we're going to really just come back to real basic foundations of just being present, so that not so that just for this experience, but really so that you take that into your day, so that your day can become more focused, you can feel calmer, and you can feel that you have that tiny moment of pause between when something happens and when you respond. And that's where the real opportunity comes from. So creating that pause. So now there's only two things you need to know about meditating with me. Hello, Milky. The first is that you just need to find a comfortable seat or a comfortable position. Now, that could be you're sitting cross-legged on the floor and you're sitting in a really yogic meditation position, but it could be you sat in a comfy chair, your back supported, and you're just comfortable, because ultimately we want to pay attention and it's not about punishing ourselves. So find that place between active and relaxed. So I'm going to invite you to not be so relaxed you're lying back, not for this type of meditation where you're falling asleep and you're kind of, like, oh, and you don't really hear what I'm saying, but also not kind of holding it really tight and trying to really focus, take this meditation. We want that middle space. So that's where I'm going to invite you to go. And the second thing you need to know is just about your thoughts and what to do when thoughts show up. Because you might think, if you're like a lot of people, that when we think in meditation, it's a bad thing and it means we're doing it wrong. But the good news is it doesn't. Actually, your mind is always going to be throwing up thoughts. In fact, depending on what research you read, I think between 6,000 and 60,000 thoughts a day. So trying to stop thinking is impossible. What you are going to do is, when you notice that you've been distracted and you're not here with me anymore, you're not here with yourself. So when you notice you're thinking about that meeting you've got, or that conversation you need to have, or that thing you need to buy, or that whatever it is, When you notice that's where your mind's gone and you're not here anymore, you're just going to bring it back. And that's it. You're just going to notice and bring it back. And you may have heard, if you've meditated with me for a while, you'll hear me say this a lot, that is the crucial moment of your meditation practice. That moment of noticing and coming back, that's it. That's the meditation practice. It's like a little bicep curl for the part of your brain that pays attention, that actively chooses where you pay attention, your executive functioning. And it's that executive functioning, that ability to be in control of our own lives, that is so crucially important for us. So Milky was nudging me, telling me it's time to get started. So let's close down our eyes and just take a big breath in. So just really breathe in really fully, like right up into your chest, like so as if you're filling from all the way down into your belly and your whole body's opening up, and then just sigh out through your mouth, like big sigh, almost exaggerated. Do a couple more like that. So just breathing in and then sighing out. And one more like that, breathing in and then sighing out. And then we're just going to let the breath find its natural rhythm. And the first thing I'm going to invite you to pay attention to is just the sounds that you can hear. Almost as if you were casting a net and gathering the sounds in. Letting the sounds reach your ears. You might notice the sounds of the birds where I am this morning. You might hear the wind. Perhaps closer in, you can hear the sound of your own breath. The creaks and rustles of your house. Just see if you can allow those sounds to come in and out of your awareness. And just notice that from this place of awareness, that one moment there'll be a sound that's the most obvious. And then the next moment there'll be something else. And even just listening can begin to tune us in to our mind's tendency to judge, to assess, to scan. The vigilance of our mind, latching on to a sound that shouldn't be there, or a sound that we like. And seeing if you can unhook this morning from that gripping of the mind and just allow sounds to come and go in your awareness. And notice as you're listening that your body's breathing for you. That without you doing anything, your body is breathing, your heart is beating. And just really settle into that sense of not needing to do anything right now. Maybe noticing the tug of restlessness, or the opposite, that feeling of tiredness, of not wanting to, feeling like you're heavy. And just notice how your body is this morning. Allow yourself to be really held by the chair underneath you. Let the weight of your body be carried by the chair, your feet on the floor. Really noticing this moment exactly as it is. Here you are, noticing your body, noticing yourself being held in this chair, or the space that you're in. A body breathing, ears hearing, and no doubt a mind serving up lots of thoughts. Maybe even thoughts about this experience. Am I doing this right? This is annoying. Whatever is showing up for you. Or maybe even a sense of relief that right now there's nothing that you need to do. And so often we're trying to control our experience, particularly as things start to pick up with the pace. There's a sense of needing to control the outside world, be organized, get in control, sort things out. See if you can just surrender that for a moment. There's this place of calm that we crave, comes from inside. It's not achieved by ticking everything off the list. Just rest in your body and to give your mind somewhere to focus. Just focus on the feel of your breath, if that's comfortable for you. Or you can choose a part of the body to become aware of and just hold your focus there. Perhaps your fingertips or your toes, but just wherever you place your attention, just hold it gently. For me, I'm focusing on my belly rising and falling right now. I'm just noticing that when I breathe in, my belly rises. As I breathe out, my belly falls. My mind jumps in with thoughts, and I just come back to that rising and falling. And to give my mind even more of an anchor right now, because sometimes we can feel a bit untethered when we pay attention this way. I'm just going to gently count in my mind my in-breath and my out-breath, and I'll do that out loud for a couple of breaths and see if you can bring your breath into a rhythm like this, but follow your own rhythm. So breathing in for a count of 1, 2, 3, 4, and then breathing out for 4, 3, 2, 1. In, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4. In, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4. Just continue like that, counting the breath in and out. 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4. Allowing your focus to be on that gentle rise and fall of the belly as you count. Notice if the mind tries to grip and hold it, just allow the breath. And it doesn't matter if your mind wanders, you find yourself not counting anymore. As soon as you notice, just come back. It's not for long. Come into a relationship with this practice. Witness yourself and your experience of this practice as a mirror to your experiences in your daily life. The things that arise as you practice, even something simple like this gentle counting of the breath. Where else does this show up in your life? Impatience, restlessness, focus, feeling rigid, feeling relaxed and at ease. What does your mind tell you as you follow this practice? Or can you let your mind drop away and just be with that mental noting of the breath? In, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4. Letting go of effort and striving. See if you can make it really effortless. So really gentle. So the sound and rhythm of your counting is like a whisper rather than a drill sergeant barking at you. And can you drop the counting now and just stay with that gentle rising and falling of your breath, bringing a softness to that awareness, like a gentle, even a loving awareness to the breath. Your body is breathing for you, keeping you alive. Can you receive the breath instead of taking the breath? Allow yourself to feel into that distinction, receiving the breath. How easy is it for you to receive? Imagine being gifted the breath. How does that change the experience of breathing? Perhaps you can hear the wind where I am, feeling that energy of the wind of nature. Allow that to become part of the practice, opening you up. And gently bring a little bit of movement, so let go of that focus on your breath and just gently move your body this morning, perhaps stretching your arms, moving your shoulders, moving your torso. Really think about your spine, flexing your spine, moving it from side to side perhaps, or just taking movement with your eyes still closed. More of this bringing you into your body. And then coming to stillness, taking a couple of deeper breaths, breathing in. Hold the breath at the top. Take your focus to the space in your forehead, above your eyebrows. And then as you breathe out, keep your focus there. Taking another breath in. Holding the focus there. See if you can hold it for as long as you can, pulling up from your core, all the way up, almost if you're pulling energy up your body to your forehead, before gently releasing as soon as you need to, and just let your body be really soft for a moment. And in a moment, as I invite you to open your eyes, I'd like you to imagine just keeping this gaze soft. So just you gently open your eyes really slowly. Keep a connection to the inner experience of your body right now. So even as your eyes open with me and you start to take in the outside world, see if you can also keep this awareness of what's going on inside, this subtle connection to your inner experience, almost merging this experience of being eyes closed with being here in the room. And then gradually start to take in more, just look around. Notice what you can see. Notice if there's an urge to leap up and jump away and get your day started. But just see if you can just pause and just notice. And thank yourself for giving yourself this time, because it's not easy to find this time, to give yourself this time, especially as momentum starts to build. So thank you for joining me. I'm really glad that you could, and I hope that it was a good start to your day. And if you are in the Alsford area and you'd like to come to Be Community Gathering tomorrow, drop me a message, laura@bemodernmeditation.com. We'd love to welcome you to the Bee community, and your first visit to us is free. So come along, and I will see you there, hopefully. And otherwise, I will see you next Monday, bright and early, 9 a.m. Take care. Have a great week.